Hello, everywho. I am back in the mines, learning from my mistakes. You did not miss much. Let's see. What can I lose? Let's lose those. That is a lot of ingredients. 15 spade tails. Oh my. Oh my. Well, those got rid of 2. I think I'll lose the rest when I melt. Yes, yes. I'm quite sure of that. That won't be a problem for too much longer, though. I wonder why it is that certain words cannot be aired. Now, I know it has to simply do with control, of which Christ frees us from, in ways the world does not and cannot understand. Or at least the worldly. Which tends to generate a bit of fear. Yeah, it's control. Control and greed. Which is another form of control. Mixed with pride. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. But skeeters are messed up looking creatures. Okay, so no. Iron dagger, belt lantern, pickaxe. I'll lose a pound. Well, I've got a belt lantern, an iron dagger. I need no dagger, for I am paladin. Actually, no. I will keep the dagger specifically for, like, food and stuff. Even though I know I don't need it in this game. It's good roleplay. The longbow, just in case. Very useful. Oh man. Well, I've harvested this area. Sell him back his own firewood.
It is a disgrace what has happened. I'm a man who would rather not share his name.
Well, apparently it's Rakoslod Pactolstin. Pactoldson, yeah. Rakoslod Pactolstin. Rakoslod Pactoldson, yeah.
Because I am a man who could have gained entry to Shores. On that day, I disgraced myself that I may one day restore honor to my name. It is only with Kain's blessings that I could ever dare to face my family. I am a man who would rather not share his name.
Okay. Where's the man to whom I may sell his own wood back to him? Huh.
Yes, these. Sorry,
Give me money.
I was deep in thought.
I wish one day I can take down the mountain. I am a hunter. Or, well, it's a tradition. We honor the ways of Kyne, and it is near Kyne's hallowed grounds where we can learn best from her guidance and eventually gain her favor.
Greetings, traveler. The weather is positively
Wanderlust.
sublime, isn't it? Crisp air and a clear sky. The divines have truly blessed us today. So true. But my son, he lived his life by the coast. Now I amble across Tamriel, so that I may get lost, and in doing so, discover all the wonders I never found. I don't think my parents realized the implications. Lust for life and lust for adventure, they thought. It's a good thing I didn't become a maid, or else some noble might get the wrong idea. It would likely be too much of a burden. Besides, if you were a bandit clan, who would you consider a more appealing target? A sweet old farmer, or a single soldier dressed in iron?
True.
That seems like an unwise strategy. Having the person who most despises you responsible for preparing your meals. Although if you're married, that may already be the case. He was a gallant Argonian, with horns that were as statuesque as a castle, and scales as brilliant as a gemstone.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sure mothers say that about their children regardless. The clan girls adored him too. And for all his stature and bravery, I feared for his safety. Whenever he left on one of his adventures, I implored him to visit the library in Thorn so that he could borrow one of the travel guides on the Empire. He would pat me on the shoulder and laugh. It was a voice so full of energy that it shook my tail. But a man so gentle could have been a child's. And that's what he'd always be to me. A child. My child. I would worry that without the guide, he'd wander off to some place dangerous or get lost in the wilderness. But I realize now, it wasn't where he was going that bothered me. I just didn't want him to go. Yeah. Although my son never pulled away, never ran off in the middle of the night. When he felt the urge to wander, he always told me when. He let me holler and scream, and when I had exhausted all my energy, he gave me a kiss and said goodbye, knowing it could have been his last. I was so caught up in the anger over him leaving, I looked past what it really meant. Should he fail to return? My son, though, he could always see forward, even when all I wanted was to go back to the way things were. Whenever we open our eyes and see something, it takes a fraction of a second to register in our minds and understand what we're seeing. That's our destiny as mortals. To always look at the past. To always be a fraction of a second behind. They say hounds, on the other hand, can smell things leagues away. They know when a visitor is coming or if fresh game lies hidden behind the brush. Hounds are always looking at the future. My son was very much the same. While I could think only of the past, he knew this day would come, so he never worried about whether he left on good terms or bad. He knew that we'd find common ground in the end. It's difficult to choose, considering how much there is to love. I love trekking through the Pale, lapping my tail against beds of fresh snow. I love scaling the mountains of the Reach and looking down on the rivers and fords that give life to Lorcan's bones. I made the pilgrimage up the 7,000 steps and watched the sun as it drifted into sea, glazing the sky in layers of magma. I traversed through the fall forest and watched the opera of leaves as they were led across the stage by the autumn wind. And when I look upon it all, I feel nothing but warmth, even when people insist it's so cold. Skyrim was the one place my son had never been, which makes it all the more magical that we can see it together. I was a cynic and a pessimist, but most of all, I was a coward. I would wipe the counters clean 4 times a day and overcook the food because I feared the meat had parasites. I slept with a candle burning and never left my hut at night and dared not brave the rain. I made oceans out of ponds and mountains out of anthills. I was afraid to live because I was scared to die. I let the fear consume me because I didn't want to ever again feel the pain of being left behind. I lost my husband to the Great War. It was so long ago, I forget which side he was on. As if that makes a difference. War makes widows of us all. I once only thought of my own grief, but now I hold dear the time we shared together. I still remember the worry on his face when our son was hatched. It was so beautiful. No, our son. I was a cynic and a pessimist. I slept with a cat. I let the fear consume me. I lost my husband. I once only thought. I still remember the worry on his face when our son was. Yeah, I think I had to give him a bit of wine to calm him down. As in 3 flagons. That night, I think he sloughed off more scales than there are coins in the Emperor's treasury.
here to spit on our traditions, cut down our sacred trees, huh? Those two Imperials desecrated our grove. They built a lumber mill and wanted to cut down our trees. Worse yet, nobody bothered to stop them until I noticed. These people dare call themselves Nords. Until next time.
Keep walking. It's not that bad. At least it'll be a quiet day. Until next time. The Imperials think us all lawless beasts. I'm proof of their ignorance.
Knight Commander, please. I will do everything I can to exonerate you. But you must tell me what really happened that night.
Hiram, my boy. Have you ever wondered?
Yes, Knight Commander?
Have you ever wondered how they coax the bees to make such delicious honey? This mead is rather delectable. You should stop being such a bore and try some. Innkeeper, another round of mead for the Knight of Thorns.
Knight Commander, I know you wish not to defy the Countess's decree, but you cannot sit here and perpetuate this injustice. You are an honorable knight, and the most gallant elf I have ever known.
Leave me. Oh, there once was a lady as fair as an evening.
I'm sorry the Knight Commander has
Take a look.
Nevertheless, I assure you, the elf you see there is not the one I know. Erevan was a true knight, and a paladin without peer.
Alright.
It is a shame that he will be forever known as the Knight of Thorns, and not the White Rose of legend. Yes, he insists on acting out of character because he believes such actions are noble. If he were to profess his innocence, such a scandal would not only divide the public, but damage the credibility of the court. That is why we must find undeniable proof of his innocence. But I admit, at this point, I'm grasping at straws.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
Knights. What warriors
Poor
sworn to
Rogie.
service would do
If you're
the
feeling
townsfolk
charitable,
harm?
he's been in Kynes Grove forever. Owes me a lot of... Damn fool doesn't have the coin to pay me back, so he just beats himself up over it, and then he
Language.
gets thirsty and it cycles all over again. If you could convince him that I don't care about his tab, it'd certainly make me feel better.
That I can do.
Protection money.
That I can
Meaning,
do.
if we don't pay, they're going to come back tonight and raid the village.
Good day.
What about the town guard? I saw a few patrols when I entered.
A handful of guards can't stand up to a couple dozen bandits, and the Jarl's men are stretched thin enough as it is.
Ooh!
Then fortune
Someone's
favors our
cooking
meeting.
oil.
I am a member of the Order of the Rose, the personal guard of the Count of Shadenhall. I will see to it that these brigands are brought to justice.
Wait, where are you going?
Apparently talking's not happening.
Well, this is really quite a nice town when you get down to it. Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry.
Take both of your white wines. Not for drinking, but for medicinal purposes. Both of your salt piles. And nothing else. As for what I give you, I need something else.
Until next time.
Froggy. Yeah. I think I'll help at the inn for 6 hours.
Got some. Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter. People say there's someone in Riften that can change your face, make you look completely different. Do you believe that?
Yes. It's called magic plastic surgery in this world. Or shape-shifting surgery? Something like that. No? Need help.
It would seem so. Of course.
All right, then.
Well, this is really quite a nice town when you get down to it. Just thank you. Here, this is for you.
That's a good amount right there. A level 2 innkeeper?
Nah, I don't think so.
Speak.
You're, Reynold. Farmer dude.
Need something?
Uncle Kurt? Uncle Noot.
Need something?
Mm-hmm.
Good day to you, friend.
What?
Yes? Until next time.
Okay. Tea. Wait 5 hours.
What do... Huh? Farewell.
Apparently, I can hear her snoring. Kiram, Zephyr, Mitra, Guild. I will find this Rocky. Yep, she's sleeping. Big man over here ain't. Faraloff, not that guy.
Speak.
Nine a.m. perhaps. I don't just freeze in place.
My goodness, well met.
Well met indeed. Okay, so it looks like I need to find Rodney. Roganagi.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Hello.
Ruffians are through listing your demands. Allow me to propose a counter-offer. Remove your weapons and surrender yourselves to the guard, and I will reclaim
Looks like one of the bandits got here early. And you know what the Knights of the Eight do to bandits?
Let's show him. Never should have come here.
Thank you for your assistance. Your skill in battle is great. As you can see, the townsfolk just for that reason. Knowing that mortals are inherently virtuous, and reinforcements will soon arrive. Your words do me great honor, but on this day it is you and the people of Kinesgrove that are true heroes. I merely provided the impetus for your heroism, the ember that lit the heart of justice aflame. It's the Knight Commander who taught me that one can inspire in defeat as well as in victory. If only he could be reminded of his own words. Would you? I appreciate your assistance. I fear my presence only serves to remind him of what he's lost. You're fast asleep in the lodge. The guards claimed he approached them at night, indicating he had trouble sleeping, and asked if he could reach the ghosts. The assault occurred about an hour later, with the guards at the tavern by a knife in one arm. Only the steward witnessed the attack. None of us believed it. The Knight Commander would not act so recklessly. However, the armor the assailant wore was indeed goods. There was no mistaking the blood that covered his breastplate. They called him the White Rose. In the order, there are those who have flawless technique, and those who simply get results. The Knight Commander was more than just his skill with the blade. It was the elegance in which he wielded it. Every movement was poetry, like the dance of swords. Not only his clothes were spotless, his manners were pristine. He spoke with a dictation and humility sound like importance. Just not just a right. It's immaculate. Divine. Good luck.
use a bag of meat right now.
Eskil teaches me many things. I did not follow dear Skyrim had so many uses.
Where, oh where is this Aragi? It would be nice. Is that right? Why are you putting from out there?
Why are you speaking to me?
Why are you out there? Range villager.
Come on in. We got warm food. Nice warm beds. $29 and 6, $28 and 30. Why does the light armor have better armor rating? On the other hand, I am specifically going for heavy armor, so unfortunately, I must keep. Ruggy, where are you?
Protect yourself or deal some damage.
Finally! Undying Dagger looks way cooler. Oh! That is better damage.
Until next time.
Seen the remnants of came here to start a fire. Bunch of
While holding down attack results in a power attack. Moving in different directions creates different power attacks. How do you sprint? Left alt. Huh. F5. That's a quick save. Which would be... Okay.
that last brigade of soldiers said there's a tall forest on the eastern edge of the White River.
Yes, but that's too close to mix while we're there. We don't want to get killed pretty angry at us by killing trees. Or we have to harvest the sun. This is so. I would
What is it?
There's Rocky. Why are you just standing out here, man?
Visit to the meaderies. Working our mind. What do you think I am? Tiger? My family has always paid back every single coin we owe. Going back to Kyber Septimus time. A true Nord would settle themselves. But at least this way Idra gets her coin. Thank you. Tell her I'll be fine.
Yeah, that's my money. But, like, what's the point of it? It's better to use it for a good cause. To give it to a man who cannot pay for himself. Just as Jesus gave for me. A man who cannot pay for himself.
Yes, legend says that my... Of course, there's another story of Lena losing the family sheep, according to my grandfather. He swore that and if you find it, show you some of the family's favorite fighting moves. Oh, sheep. Hopefully that story about Lena's shield is true.
Come on in. We got more food, more drinks, and more beds. I hope you'll stay for a bit. We could certainly use the bid. Well, this is really quite an... It'll be good to not have to hear him whining about his debts. Rogie pawned a few of his things back when he still had things to pawn. Take them. Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
I don't need to
Show you
learn
your
more about
room.
magic.
Right this way.
That's heretic play. I'm not carrying... Oh, I am now, though.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
I'm going to rest. 3 days. I'm just gonna pass out. If it's not stealing, I'll take it. I will literally empty out your house and home. That would be stealing. I don't do that.
Now here's a man I'm glad to see.
While I empty your cupboard. Oh, I can take mead by just taking from the cask? Well, that's different.
Hello, friend.
Hello, friend. The overall amount I'm getting is insane. Okay, time to sell
Why
everything
are you
back to her.
speaking to me?
I'm not. Get out of my face.
Good. How things been with you? Take a look.
Got some white wine. Got some salt piles. Don't need anything else. But I can sell 12 altos. Bread. Mead. I'm just gonna get rid of most of my food. Everything but the cheese. And the white wine. Gee.